Hello everyone and welcome finally back to Motorway. So it has been a long time coming and yes, things have changed. But I'm not really going to get too much into it right now. I'll just tell you the car and everything, something about it. But yes, I now have a manual. And as you can probably see over there, Mustang. I now have myself a 2002 Ford Mustang GT. So yes, I have a 4.6 liter V8 strapped to a 5-speed, as you can see. And does it ever sound good? Ooh, a little slippery, wet loads right now. So yes, apart from all of this right now, I'll probably do a review later on, as you've probably seen hundreds of reviews on YouTube anyways. But this is a review about something particular, and it's in the title, is The Fate of the Furious, or Fast and Furious 8. So I recently watched this probably about a day ago, so it's still fresh in my mind, and I can honestly say it's crap. Yes, ever since Paul Walker has died years ago, it's just not the same Fast and Furious feel anymore. It's just something completely different. It's just something, where they just kind of sidetracked about it. Even when they did Too Fast, Too Furious, and Dom wasn't in, or Vin Diesel wasn't in the movie, didn't seem to matter, right? It just seemed, it still had that, underground street racer feel to it all the time. It just, wherever they were going, they were street racing. Same thing with Fast and Furious 1. It was all street racing. There was only the car chases to the trucks and everything that was basically about it. But there really was no chases. That's the thing that gets me, though. In Fate of the Furious, there was one street race in the beginning, and yes, it was kind of cool in a way when they were racing in Cuba, but it was so fake, it's so phony. It was just, oh yeah, so the car catches on fire, now I'm going to go in reverse at like 150 miles an hour, and so all the flames are not in my face anymore. Like, seriously? Really? And then, like a little pop tab, releasing the boost pressure on the turbo, just so, you get unlimited boost apparently. But, come on, really, why can't you guys make another good Fast and Furious, like the first one? I want to see street racers, because it's something that's completely believable. I see street racers driving around all the time. Even late at night, Friday nights when I get off work, they're always hanging around Tim Hortons and revving their engines, either doing burnouts and whatever. They're just street racers. That's all they really are. So why not make something with that kind of feel to it anymore? But instead, you just have to do explosions, cars who drive themselves, and then more explosions, and cars slamming into each other, and more explosions. Give me a break. Come on, make a actual good movie with real scenes of no explosions, just pure 0 to 60, 0 to 100, and keep going, and then all of a sudden, boom, finish line, stop. And then somebody wins money. I think that prequel and the sequel, like that thing they made, it was like, what, 10-15 minutes in between Fast and the Furious 1 and Too Fast, Too Furious. That thing they made in there, when they show, what are you doing? But yes, the thing that they made, basically, when they show Brian O'Connor, or, whatever, Paul Walker, getting his R34 Nissan Skyline GTR. When you show him buying that, and then, street racing some more, for some more cash, and then, eventually upgrading it, and, you still, oh, I need more money, so I'm gonna race some more, and I'm gonna paint it, and then all of a sudden, boom, there you go. I think that had more street racing and more drag racing in it than any other movie. Tokyo Drift, it's like, oh yes, I understand you're trying to appeal to the Japanese market, and especially, the people who actually drift. Yes, but drifting is fun. I've tried drifting before. I'll say it's fun, but I don't understand why people get sidetracked all the time and then try to do something that you're not. I don't understand. I know, like, a lot of my videos, I'm just kind of ranting and raving about a lot of stuff, but seriously, how can you not make a movie with just pure street racing? if you guys haven't seen the movie, and I've done the review on this as well, it's called Getaway with Ethan Hawke and Vanessa Hudgens. As bad as acting choice and actress choice as that is, that super snake that they have for the Mustang, it was just unbelievable. The chase scenes they had in that, and yes, I know it's not street racing, but it was pure. It was absolutely pure. Yes, there was a bit of CGI in it, as when they were racing in the streets and everything, and it was like, oh, you know, you can see the cars, you know, they're kind of phony and everything. But when they had, what is this? No, okay. Sorry, a little road rage. I just signaled as he's getting in the lane already. I don't understand. Anyways, so yes, that part where they had the whole chase scene where they just stuck the camera on the front of the car and just drove like a bat out of hell. That was awesome. There was no music. It was just pure shifting, downshifting. You can hear the supercharger whine, all that stuff. Good, amazing. If you haven't seen it, please watch it and just kind of bear through it. That's all it really is until you get to the last chase scene, and it was unbelievable. But yes, Fate of the Furious, I'm sorry, but I kind of figured something was happening. We were like, oh no, Dom Toretto, you know, he's being brainwashed, and you know, he's going against family, everything he ever believed in. Well, I kind of figured that somebody was going to come back, and yes, spoiler alert, it was the girl from Fast 5, or Fast 6. Whatever. When they were in Brazil, and he was, you know, started dating that lady cop. Well, she was in 5 and 6, I suppose. But yes, when she was there, it was just, that's who she was. And apparently when they were together, and then Letty was coming back, supposedly that she was pregnant, but didn't tell Dom. And now, all of a sudden, Dom's got a kid. And again, spoiler alert again, they named the baby Brian. Because the baby never had a name, because the name was supposed to be given by the father, which is Dom. And since Paul Walker died, they're like, yes, we shall name the baby after Paul Walker, so now we name it Brian. Okay, the movies are too predictable. Please, for the love of God, either stop making them or have a whole revamp of the whole movie series and actually listen to what the people want and not just Michael Bay the shit out of every movie and more explosions. Please, Justin Lin, come back and make another good Fast and the Furious, and don't blow stuff up. Maybe a motor or two, like, you know, somebody shifting gears, and then boom. Probably shouldn't have put it in first, but whatever. Yeah, something like that, you know, someone downshifting where they shouldn't have, and then boom, everything's gone. So yes, for the whole Fate of the Furious, it is done. I'm sorry, but Fast and the Furious, if you come out with another movie, and if I don't see, you know, a street race in it, like from the trailer, the movie is done. But yes, the whole series would be over with. That's another thing, is there's a market out right now to compete against Fast and the Furious. That's something that somebody should be looking into. Making something like Fast and the Furious, the first one, and all street racers. Rather than just going to a car show and just filming stuff. I want to see pure street racing. As long as everyone else wants to see it. Which, everyone wants to see street racing. But apart from that, thank you very much for watching Motorway. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.